Yes, sir. Oh, you gonna do it? You gonna do it?
What's
Yeah,
good,
you
everybody?
know.
How y'all doing? It's been a hectic day. Sorry, we're running late. A lot of topics. You know who it is. We're here again, Titans Colosseum podcast. I'm with my co-hosts here, MARAKO Taylor and RJ Ellison. How y'all doing today, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Long day for everybody, man. But we pushing through it, man. I see RJ try to throw you on the spot, man. But hey, man,
I
we
seen
got
it in
we
his
got to
face
stay
though. He
ready
was like,
for it,
yeah,
though.
we was fine. We were quiet for a minute. Next thing you know, I see Firestone go. I was like, you got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, we got to stay ready for it, though, man. I hope y'all doing well out there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, got a lot of topics to discuss, man. I feel like, man, this one gonna be it's gonna be some tough conversations, man. It's gonna be a lot of opinions of people, opinions that we aren't probably not gonna agree with. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some reckless talking here, man. But we're gonna see, man.
Absolutely, man. See, you already got me sweating starting off. You don't put it on the spot. I wasn't ready, Hey, but we we go ahead and get
Heat
this
is
thing rolling.
on.
Yes, he is on. So, look, we could jump into first topic, y'all, if y'all ready.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
So, new uniforms. We hear the Titans are playing with these new uniforms, or not new. They're gonna finally start wearing these Houston Oilers uniforms, right? So, are y'all excited to see these? And what game do y'all think that they're gonna wear these for? They said it's a home game.
Mm-hmm.
So, what game y'all think they're gonna wear them for? And are y'all excited to see these Oilers uniforms?
I start off, man. You already know what team we gonna work it against, man. Them darn Houston Texans, bro. They been just to make them mad, bro. Just to stick it to them that we the Houston Oilers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to stick it to them.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, shoot, man, every single year the Texans always cooking up some type of foolishness about, hey, we need our uniforms back. They were our team first. Well, my thing is, if they were y'all team, why didn't you keep them in Houston? I mean, it ain't no use in crying about it right now. I mean, y'all should have done what y'all had to do to keep the team in Houston, but you didn't. So, hey, we finna rock out with our cock out.
I can't believe this man just said that.
Caught me
Hey,
off
man.
guard.
That's it, man. I 100% agree with MARAKO, man. We need to stick it to him, bro. And then was give him a butt whooping and hand them back. And had them back to Houston crying, bro. Because you remember with JJ Watt, man, he was like, man, those colors belong to the Houston Oilers. They don't deserve to wear those colors.
You remember when Deshaun Watson showed up in that Warren Moon jersey and stuff too? It's like, what are you doing? That ain't even your team, bro.
Exactly. He a Titans fan.
Yeah.
They so brainwashed with the Houston foolishness, man. They don't understand that they repping a whole nother team when they throw up anything Oilers. I mean, if you want to become a Titans fan, man, just say that.
Yes.
Exactly.
But no, I'm excited for it, man. I don't know why it took so long for them to finally wear them and bring them out, because, man, that's something I've always been looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just wondering, which ones are they going to bring out? They going to bring out, the classic Oiler ones, or they going to bring out them AFL ones, with the blue helmet and the white Oiler logo on the side. So I'm excited to see what it's going to kind of look like, because Nate kind of teased that they got a little bit of a combination of work. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the original, or if they kind of throwing something together for us.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, I've always liked their uniforms. I think we should really change. I ain't gonna say change our uniform, but man, if we could just have that similar color scheme and we just made our main colors light blue, I would really like that. Kind of like the light blue that's behind MARAKO. You know what I'm saying? That'd be perfect. But other than that, I mean, I have no problem with our uniforms. But I do want to. I always used to rock them, the Houston Oilers uniforms when I played the Titans on Madden. So most definitely it's gonna be dope seeing them in person.
I was about to say, damn, bro, you about to have us beat the Jacksonville Jaguars now, changing up uniforms every so often and everything.
I mean, we are. We're not the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers or the Steelers or something. I mean, not like we got this long, rich history, tradition of the same uniform. Like,
the Colts.
Yeah, they got the same uniform.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I know what cracked me up is, like, I think the Titans page posted that picture of, like, the uniform unveiling back when they did, I think, 2018 was it?
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking through there in the pictures and everybody that's on stage. I'm like, There's only one player that was at that is on stage still. Maybe two. I think it was Byard and Jeffrey Simmons are the only players in that picture that are still on the Titans. I was like,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, wow, this changeover.
We can read what Samantha said. She said, "Hey, I want to shout out the Titans fan who had a heart attack after the Jazz and Titans game here. She was just released from Brooks rehab and cleared to go home. Congratulations to her and our family." Oh yeah, I do remember that personality. It was the that couple, right? I was at one. I remember seeing that picture and reading it. I was like, oh man, I'm glad that everything's good. So
absolutely,
yeah, man. Shout out to Andrew, man, and his wife, man. I mean, that right there is remarkable, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, it's a lot of people who don't make it out of that situation right there, and it's a lot of people who don't stick around with their loved ones through that situation, and for them to continue fighting together and for their family to make it to this day, man, it's remarkable, man.
Mm-hmm. They said it was on our news in Jacksonville. So I only say this once, tighten up to their family, but still Duval, man. He just had to say, he just had to put that in there. No, I'm just messing with you. Hey, what's good? What's good, D?
What's good?
D, what's happening with you, fella, man? Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Hey, see, even this Facebook user agrees with me. He said, I think they need to mix it up. He said that black with the baby blue would be lit.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty dope myself.
Yeah, they got to start playing with it with some of these other teams, especially how Nike came around, did some of these color rush. They need to really let them go wild with the Oilers and the Titans kind of color scheme and put something together.
Hey D, I see your comment, man. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that topic here in a little bit.
Yeah,
get to that topic.
Because actually, so going to lead into that topic, Malik Willis. Because we see all this talk, we hear all this talk that we got going on and everywhere. Have y'all given up on Malik Willis? Are y'all believing in some of this hype of us getting thrown around in this QB carousel on draft night?
I still believe in Malik. I like I said, the talent is there, the arm strength is there. I think he has the talent. Like he gotta put in the work and time. But I will say that his leash is very short. You know what I'm saying? He better not come out here and not throw for 100-something yards, or he definitely could. You know what I'm saying? He better show some real improvement in this training camp. This training camp is gonna be mad important for Malik Willis on whether he gets cut or not. So we'll see.
I just realized what it said underneath your name, bro. You have went through a transition these past couple months from trade up for Bryce Young to don't trade up.
Oh
hey,
man,
RJ is erratic as they come.
Hey, man. Hey, Bryce Young ain't part of the picture no more, man. That's the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Bryce Young is 3. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead, baby, trade up. I'll trade up in a heartbeat, man.
I was just like, the whole time I was listening to you talk, I was like, man, this is a whole different tone. I remember the whole Bryce Young talk.
Man, too many events done happen, man. I had to. We'll get to that topic here soon, man. We right now we on Malik Willis, man.
All right, so Marako, what are you feeling, man? Are you giving up, or have you given up on Malik, or?
Nah, I haven't given up on him. But my thing about it is, no matter whether you love Malik or you hate Malik, I think the fan base as a whole is to a point where they understand what Malik is. I mean, he's a project. I mean, y'all remember how it was when we first drafted Malik. I mean, fools was out here calling for this man to start day one. I mean, with everything that was laid out there about this man, they were still, hey, start him over Tannehill. Tannehill something. But I think they understand now. But here goes the thing. The ones that understand right now, they some of the same ones who hollering out trade up. So for me, I haven't given up on Malik. I mean, I'm just not into giving up on dudes in their rookie season unless I just see something all out alarming. But just like RJ say, man, he gonna have to come in here and put in some serious work.
Yeah, I wouldn't say be given up because we haven't really seen much of him to even have really much of a faith. I think like you said, a lot of that stuff was overhyped at the beginning. But I'm not sure he's what we need in a QB. So I wouldn't say I'm just not giving up. I just don't think he's the fit to what we need, and I don't think we have the time to wait for him to develop because we need somebody that's ready to take over this next year. Because I still believe Tannehill's just this last year. The next year we got to move on. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think Malik's going to be ready by then either. It could surprise me, but I don't think he will be. Nor do I really think he's the QB Vrabel or the Titans really want. He's going to be talented, but I just don't see him being a good fit here. I just think it's too much of a project that we don't have time for.
Mm-hmm. I think that I agree with that too. I mean, I just feel like if he doesn't come out, like I said, if he doesn't come out in this training camp and show us anything that we can work on or can work with, they're gonna cut ties with him. I'm being real. I mean, Rand Carthon's giving all this good, saying all this good about him, this, that, and the other. Like, man, that's GM talk, man. They saying everything just to keep the fan base quiet, you know what I'm saying? Keep the fan base at bay. But they gonna, you don't think Rand Carthon's ready to cut him, man? I ain't gonna say ready, but like he will cut him because he didn't draft him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not his call. It's not his fault if he doesn't work. It's John Robinson's fault.
Hey, pull the last comment back up for me.
Which one?
The last comment.
Yeah, it says his decision making isn't quick enough. Tell me you didn't get nervous every play he was in.
Man, listen, I got nervous every play that the Titans ran. I mean, no matter what, I got nervous. Why? Because Dennis Daly was on the field and Todd Downing was running it. That's why I got nervous.
Yeah. I just with the Malik thing, and I have a question on it with all the rumors about the Titans trading up to 3 and with the Titans hosting each one of these top 3 quarterbacks, are all these quarterbacks coming that we have a potential at grabbing? Do you think the Titans are off on Malik? Like, do you really think they'd be investing all this time in all these other QBs if they still thought Malik was a possibility here?
I think it's more so that they trying to look at every possibility. They're putting everything on the table and I mean that's their job. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to put everything on the table as a franchise, and they want to know if they can move on from Tannehill. What quarterback are they gonna get? You know what I'm saying? And it's more so of they would move on Tannehill. They right now, I don't think they believe Malik will be the starter next year. I know that for sure. We can just tell by the moves that they're making that Malik isn't the starter next year. But I think it's more so of if they were to get rid of Tannehill, they were to trade Tannehill, you know what I'm saying? What quarterback could they get? You know what I'm saying? What quarterback is it? Do we have a quarterback that's ready? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough. A quarterback transition in NFL is very, very hard. If you didn't know, this is a tough transition to go from a quarterback to a new quarterback because of money, because of scheme, because of familiarity with the offense, familiarity with the facilities, familiarity with the team itself. You know what I'm saying? You got people that believe in a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're delaying the inevitable, man. The inevitable is gonna happen. Tannehill's not gonna be a quarterback eventually. So
and that's where I think this is a good segue into it, because I brought up a question in our chat and it was like, hold up, let's present this on the show, because I really have kind of a devil's advocate here, and I don't have, like I said, this is just my little theory. I don't have nothing to back none of this up, but hear me out on this. Do you really think the Titans are really interested in these QBs that are coming up, right? So do you think with Rand being his first year that it would actually be smart that that you're not going after these 3 QBs? Let's test our evaluation process. Let's go in here and ask some questions and learn from ourselves, from our own mistakes with some QBs that we know we're not going to go and actually get. But let's learn from them. Let's try some tactics out, see if we can evaluate them, then see how they actually play for the team. Plus, on the other hand, majority of these teams or players sound like they're going to within our division. Wouldn't it be the best possibility to know these players?
True.
And with the Cardinals, constantly talking about us trading up for 3 for the Cardinals. I think that's hype for the Cardinals to get their price up a little bit higher from the Raiders, or maybe even a little bit of hype from us to know that we're not going to go to that 3, and maybe even trick Colts into jumping up and getting that 3, just one more slot, just to make sure they go get their guy. So I think this is a lot of strategy. I don't think we're actually going to go get a QB. I think it's Rand going out there like, hey, let's use these as our test guys that we're going to evaluate QBs next year, and let's see what works and see what doesn't work and how accurately we evaluate these guys for the guys we have next year that we're going to evaluate, like Caleb.
Okay, I'll speak on this a little bit. Due diligence. They have to do their due diligence on every player that could possibly fall to 11 or they could possibly go get, because I mean, you don't know how that draft board is going to play out. I mean, we think we know who's going to go first, who's going to go second, who's going to go where, but I mean, y'all done seen it. I mean, on draft day, it gets pretty crazy. So I would say, yeah, I mean, they out there doing a due diligence. I mean, your theory isn't a bad one at all. Now, what I will say is, I believe that they are going to monitor these quarterbacks for multiple reasons, because I mean, you're going to be playing in the same division with at least one of them. I mean, I'm talking about Stroud and Young. I mean, you're gonna be playing against them guys or whatever. One of those guys at least. But yeah, you most definitely want to know your opponent. But two, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself and those scouts tell Rand, hey, I don't think we should make this move. And Rand, listen to him. And, one of these players, they end up blowing up. I mean, yeah, that could look bad. So, I mean, who knows at the end of the day, but your theory isn't far off at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, they strategically, throwing out a whole bunch of smoke screens. And I actually had that thought last night.
Yeah. I just think it would be smart. It's your first year. You know that you're going to have to get a QB soon. You don't have to necessarily get a QB this year. So why not test yourself in your own strategy and your method to make sure that when you have to go get a QB, which is usually the main thing that a GM is judged by and his job's on the line mainly off his QB that he goes and especially drafts, why not make sure the method that you want to use to draft a QB is going to get you the actual real results that you're looking for a team?
And shout out to OG Ken too. Man.
Yes,
thank you for tuning in.
You beat me to it.
Yeah, that's an OG Oilers fan right there. Yeah. Every one of them Texan fans give him shit because he keep it 100. He been keeping it 100 since day one. So Ken, keep doing your thing, man. We all look up to you, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go back to this one comment. He said that it's mental games with the Colts, and I ain't gonna lie, that's not a bad take, because I feel like we might be trying to force their hand to make them trade up. Because if we make them trade up, they may trade some first round picks. You don't know what they're gonna trade to try to go from 4 to 3. You know what I'm saying? To try to get that draft spot so the Titans don't get it. And I feel like the best thing that happened was that report coming out saying that we're looking at 3, and because it's gonna have the coach scared. It's gonna have the coach thinking like, okay, the Titans, they're looking at a quarterback, this, that, and the other. Now you realize we might not even be looking for a quarterback. We just might be calling to see what number 3 look like. And like I said, I know a lot of, and I was talking with people about this at work, and I was saying like, so what if the Titans went up to 3 and got Will Anderson? And I know people will say like, oh, why would they? If you trade up, I'm not saying that's what they're gonna do, but if they were to get him, man, I mean, dang, like that would be a crazy line. But I mean, I'm not giving up no 2 first round picks for us to go to 11 to 3 to get a pass rusher. Like, nah, we doing that. We need to get a quarterback.
It just seems strategic, like I said, mental on the Colts. Because even all right, cool, it's inevitable that the Colts are most likely going to get their guy of the future this year. Why not make them overpay for him, and why not make them have to gamble away a little bit of their future to have to build around him as well?
You do that every time I get talking trade.
So because Raiders are interested. Raiders got to go get a QB, so it might even up the value of them for that third pick. And with that is said, you know, they keep throwing around that we might go trade for D-Hop and get that third pick. Do y'all want D-Hop?
No, not for,
hey,
not with that
there
contract. Now, if he get cut, yeah.
if he get cut, I'm
him.
taking him. I'm going to go get him. But I look at it like this. First off, Deion Bonner, hey, yeah, we do a show every Thursday at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be a little bit late. We got other stuff going on, but usually every Thursday at 8:30. So, but yeah, with D-Hop, man, if they cut him, boy, I'm taking D-Hop, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take him if they cut him. You know, because you know what I mean? He probably only gonna play 6 games anyway. So
So the contract's the only issue with you for D-Hop?
The trade. I'm not giving up no picks to get a old receiver. Like, no, like even though he's talented, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving up.
Been there, done that. Learn from your mistakes.
He did that with Julio. Now you see how that turned out. Like,
right.
Yeah, we are stuck on old veteran wide receivers like the Colts are stuck on old veteran QBs. So yeah, I'm with y'all. I like, but there's still that part of me because like D-Hop is such a force. He goes and gets the ball. It's almost like he got glue on his hands. He goes and catches the ball. So I'm intrigued by it, but at the same time, there's like you're 30, your injuries, you're coming off of that suspension. There's a lot of other things that's coming along with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
But man, he's a good wide receiver at the same time. But we thought that too, and we brought Andre Johnson here, and we brought Randy Moss here, and we brought Julio Jones here, and that stuff ain't worked out for us. But yeah, if we trading up, I don't think we're trading up. But man, they keep talking like we got a lot of interest in Will Levis. Y'all watch any of this tape?
That's all it is. I mean,
hey, so we got another Oiler in the building, man. Oh, shout out to Deion Bonner, man. He said he been an Oiler fan since '78, man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. I got love for all my OG Oiler fan, man, because y'all
including Firestone.
Right, because they the definition of loyalty, man. I mean, and all them Houston Texan fan, I mean, they loyal to the wrong shit. I mean, let's just keep it real. I mean, and then you got some Titan fans that just loyal to Nashville sports or whatever. I mean, that's cool and everything, but when that team move on or whatever, don't be out here bitching, talking about they done you wrong or whatever.
Yeah,
bro. I've talked to some Texan fans, and they literally, I was like, yeah, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. They was like, bro, I can tell you about my team more. I tell you about your team more than you can. I was like, I was an Oiler fan. I'm like, bro, nah, bro. I'm sorry, man. You unloyal, bro. How you? So you only loyal to the city of Houston? That's what you ain't loyal to a franchise. They was like, oh, I don't like the Adams family, blah blah blah. And I'm like, he's telling me about Bud Adams. Like, I'm like,
then you ain't a Titans fan, man. You gotta.
I say, man, I said all you Texas fans were former Titan fans, and you know it. You know what I mean, man.
I should build Bud the stadium. That's just that on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I see you had some clips that we brought up too. Because, like I said, they've been talking about Will Levis coming here. So I was just wondering if y'all rewatched some of the tape, but I know RJ has some tape for us too.
Okay. I guess the first quarterback we'll look at we'll look at Will Levis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he gets a lot of bad flack and people laugh, but we're gonna give some real serious takes on dude, man.
And I've been watching him today too, some more. So I have some new eyes on him. But yeah,
he's the butt of every joke. But I will say though, like. We just watch this film, man, and we can assess it from a real standpoint.
Right. Went into Florida territory. Rides the play action. Has plenty of time to crank it up and go downfield and into the end zone for a touchdown to the freshman Dane Key. Will Levis, how about that? Levis has time, lets it go. Caught! The Calcratus and Kentucky knocking on the door. Levis in the end zone, loads it, fires far sideline. Caught! And a first down at the 35 to Berrien Brown, the guy that dropped the opening kickoff. 26. Levis, pressure coming, going deep. Got a man there and got it to him at the 35, and it's Berrien Brown, one of those young guys Gary just talked about. Will Levis getting some pressure, but going deep. The ball is wobbling in the air, and it's caught again by Berrien Brown.
Wow. All right, so what's y'all's take? What y'all feeling?
All right, man. Since I'm gonna have to, we gonna have to put a double standard on some of y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, he was dotting up Georgia, bro. And for y'all CJ Stroud fans, bro, y'all CJ Stroud that only hold him to that standard. Oh, because he did. You see the Georgia game he had? Go look at Will Levis' Georgia game, and he had a good Georgia game. So like I said, man, it's a double standard, man, around here, bro. But I will say, who Will Levis reminds me of, and a lot of you Titan fans ain't gonna like to hear this, but he reminds me of a young Ryan Tannehill. That's exactly what he reminds me of,
bro. I thought that at first. Okay, I kind of thought that at first, but watching him a little bit more, watching more games, he kind of reminds me of Josh Allen because
he has a little bit of that, yeah.
His arm is way more powerful than Tannehill's. Way more powerful.
Tannehill got an arm though, man. I will
but
say
he ain't got a Will Levis arm. Let's be honest, real quick.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
Dude, that dude came to pro day and came to his workout stacked. He was cut, bro. I ain't seen a quarterback looking like that since Kaepernick, right? So I don't know. There were some things I saw, but the negatives that I saw with him, because like he kind of looks like Josh Allen to me with a little bit of Mahomes sometimes. I only say Mahomes because he can still throw that ball on point and down the field 60 yards, and both feet are off the damn ground, and he does it with ease, and that's Mahomes shit. But it seems like he stares down his receivers a lot. It looks like he makes that one progression read, and he is just stuck on that one progression read, and he's staring those receivers down. Very rarely does it look like he goes through his progressions and reads. And that's the biggest issue with me on him, because you can't stare down a receiver in the NFL. They're going to pick you off all day long.
Mm-hmm. MARAKO, you want to?
Yeah, I throw a little bit up in that. And Octavius, I mean, I pretty much agree with you there. It's a developmental thing with Levis and Richardson, in which that's why I say we cannot take that type of risk at 11. We definitely can't move up and take that type of risk, because, I mean, it'll be like having a better Malik up out there. I mean, Malik's already a project. I mean, there are some people who feel like Richardson and Levis, they aren't project players or whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're not going to want to toss those guys out there day one. And with the needs that we have, I mean, we can't afford to do it, because we need our first round draft pick to come in here day one and get active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. I like I said, man, with Will Levis, if we were to get him, I'm gonna be fair with him, man. I know people are going. I know I've been making 100,000 jokes about Will Levis, and I know that I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, but I have to give him a fair chance as a Titans fan, man. I know I made jokes like, "Oh, could we draft Will Levis? I'm becoming a Chiefs fan." I know I done made them jokes, but I'm, me, I bleed two-tone blue to the day I die. But yeah. I will say though, like, if we draft him, we have to be fair with him, man. We can't just give up on him because he had a bad game, man. Like, we have to give him a fair assessment, man. It's gonna be hard, bro.
You know, people gonna hold you to your word on that, because we've seen off the games, man.
This gonna be hard going back looking at the old videos of us getting on Will Levis and we draft this bum ass. Who said, can Will Levis take command of an offense or put a team on his back or take over a game? Can he function if a play breaks down or everything has to be just right for him to play? I've never seen him take over a game.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen plays break down and then he go use his legs, go run people over, put his body on the line. So I've seen that, but no, I haven't seen. That's another thing I haven't seen from him. I haven't seen him take over a game, but I have seen where pocket collapse. Some of his old line got literally thrown on their back. They got Dennis Daly out there, and he was still cool under pressure, making throws, getting hit. And when pocket broke down, he made runs off. He didn't do it all the time, but he did it enough to let me think that he can make plays when plays break down.
Yeah, like I said, man, I just don't like dude. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't like him, bro.
See, that's gonna come out if the Titans end up drafting that guy. That right there is gonna come out as soon as he go up out there and screw up a game. Don't see one day.
Bro, it's gonna be hard for them to explain to us why they drafted this dude, bro. It's gonna be so hard, bro. It's gonna be hard doing these shows knowing that Will Levis is our quarterback, bro. Like,
now y'all can look for me to be fair and honest or whatever, because y'all who know me know that's what I do. I mean, even if I don't like a dude, I mean, I'm gonna see it through with him. It's gonna, it's gonna make me feel some type of way inside, but I'm gonna see it through with him. I can't say the same about RJ, man, because this man that went on too many daggone wrecks. Trey, what's happening with you, man?
Hey, what's up, Trey Sean? He said I just tapped in with the hey, I seen that boy. I was like, please, draft him, please draft him, bro. Oh God.
Yeah, I see what Dion said right here. That Dennis Daly is a term now. Yes, forever now. When I see somebody get ran over and pushed on their back as an offensive lineman, I'm like, that dude just got Dennis Daly.
Bro, I'm finna make y'all laugh real quick, bro. I got a story to tell about Dennis Daly, bro. He said, "Yo, hold on, go back to that comment. What did he say? He said, y'all getting on RJ about Levis when deep. We all agree." He said, "Hey, we down." Bro, we can never hold our composure when it comes to Will Levis, bro. We never can.
If y'all didn't watch last week's show, go back and watch the end of it, man. I mean, we was up in here probably about the last 10 minutes of this show just rolling, just thinking about what if the Titan drafted Will Levis.
Bro,
hold on, I gotta tell y'all a story about Daly. So I was driving, man. I'm listening to 104.5, man. They talking about Dennis Daly. They was like, yeah, man. They was like, because I think Andre Dillard wound up getting Dennis Daly's number. He got 71, and they was like, man, that's a bad number. They said, they was like, you know what? They should just retire that number for how bad he made 71 look, bro. They said, has that ever happened before? They ever just banned a number all together, bro, that you just can't wear it because somebody was just so bad?
Didn't Dennis Kelly had that number?
I don't know, man.
I think Dennis Kelly did have 71. I mean,
Dennis Daly, bro. He's going in the Titan Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah, man. He was just
shame. What do you mean
to that number?
They gotta retire that boy number because he was so trash, bro.
Bro, I just hope first day that they have all the players there show up at OTAs and everything. I hope Vrabel gets there in front of a whole team, all 90 men of them. And he pulls up Dennis Daly film. It's like, this is how you don't block. And this is how you don't block. And I just hope he hammers that into them for like the first hour of OTAs. So we ain't got this issue no more.
All right. But yeah, we had a good laugh, man. Hey, but we get off. We get to the next quarterback, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we keep talking about Will Levis. We're gonna keep going on, bro. But so Anthony Richardson, man, the quarterback from the University of Florida, man, talented guy, man. We can go check out his film real quick, man. So
Anthony Richardson looking for ETN to block, which he does, and here goes Richardson. Long strider and keeps his balance. What a run by Anthony Richardson. Superman in. And he says, I won't back down.
Now it's Naquan Wright in the game. Anderson goes in motion. What a play by Richardson. A ball fake to keep it alive. And he's got a man alone in the back of the end zone in Jaquavion Fraziers. Are you kidding me?
Richardson down the seam. Pearsall to the house. His second touchdown. 43 yards. And Florida's back on top.
Richardson on 2nd and 9. His first pass attempt of the game downfield, going for it all to the end zone and into the hands of Justin Shorter for a Gators touchdown.
He can spin it. Play action here. Steps up in the pocket, looking downfield. Now he'll take off and run. The whole left side of the field, wide open for Richardson. Touchdown!
Okay. And shout out to Just Bombs Productions for that, man. I watch their highlight reels all the time. They put beautiful highlight reels together. I love it. So, all right, pass it off to y'all again. What do y'all think? What do y'all think, of Anthony Richardson?
I mean,
Me?
go
Oh no,
ahead.
go ahead.
Okay, I got it. So, man, he's the most talented and gifted quarterback in this draft, and it ain't even close. I mean, y'all just sit there and watch them highlights, man. I mean, this dude, he can make plays. The thing about it is, I mean, there's just been flashes. I mean, there's no consistency with him week to week, year to year, just, shredding defenses and putting a team on his back. I mean, that right there isn't there. And that's why people are so skeptical about taking this dude that high. I mean, just said it a while ago. I mean, him and Will Levis pretty much in the same boat. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick Anthony Richardson. And I mean, I wouldn't even think twice about it. We ain't gonna get into no Will Levis take stuff. That was last segment. We moving forward. Move forward. Don't even say it anymore.
But I pray to God he go to Indianapolis, bro. Y'all so hard, dude. That Anthony Richardson, man. So my take on Anthony Richardson, man. With the way that highlight tape should be, why is he not the number one pick? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like that highlight tape that he has, he should be the number one pick. So that lets me know that there's something that he's not doing. You know what I'm saying? Is he not reading the coverages right? Is he not going through his progressions fast enough? Is he like, everything I seen on that tape, man, this dude got the strongest arm. He run faster than everybody. He the fast dude on the field. You know what I'm saying? He breaking 3-4 tackles. Why is he not going number one? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got to be, like I said, you got to take your chances with him. He's not consistent. He maybe he's not reading the defenses right. I mean, I feel like I need to look more into his downfall, his low lights, because his highlights make him look like he the best dude, best quarterback I've ever seen. Like, for real.
For me, with him so far and everything, and I gotta watch more film of him. But for me, and y'all's probably not gonna like this, he is a way more athletic Malik Willis to me, right?
I can see that too.
Because his passing is nowhere where it needs to be. Yeah, sometimes he can make passes, but you notice a lot of those highlights, those receivers are wide open. There's some, and like we didn't show the full clip, and I we've been watching film and been watching those full clips of it. So we encourage y'all to go check out the full clips and watch these guys as well. But his passing is just not as polished. Usually everything that they say about mobile and athletic quarterbacks when they come into college and how they think that they're going to be, it's kind of what I see Anthony Richardson right now, because he has everything great but the passing. His arm is strong, but like you said, he's not consistent. He's not really accurate. He doesn't always put the ball where it needs to be. But dude, man, he's so fast. He jumps so high. He does all these freak nature things that's athletic that you just like. But man, maybe he could throw better if we just got the right coach around him. So this is like, you want to try to give a chance, but he has a lot to polish up on his passing game. That's the big knock for me on him.
And like I said, he tore my team up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when we played him, dude, he freaking made every pass. Like, I'm like, bro, this dude is unbelievable, man. He threw for over 450 yards. And then the very next week, he don't even throw for 100 yards. Like, I'm like, man, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? But when he's on his game, you see, man, he's probably the best quarterback out of the draft. But when he's trash, he's probably the worst quarterback in this draft. Like, it's like, it's a roller coaster, man. And it's like, he has to get with the right team. He has to get with the right offensive coordinator, the right QB coach, man.
His highs are high and his lows are lows.
Yeah, his lows are very low.
Yeah.
Like he said, Anthony Richardson is VY 2.0. And I ain't gonna lie. That's not a bad comparison, because Vince Young was like that too, with us. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, man. I mean, and if he was anywhere close to the type of player Vince Young was in college, I mean, shoot, he'll go number one. I mean, you wouldn't even be sitting up here talking about CJ Stroud and Bryce Young that, man. That's the difference between Anthony Richardson and Vince Young. Vince Young, I mean, he was making plays every single weekend.
Yep.
But when the lights came on, Vince Young was that dude. I mean, he was damn near unstoppable on the field. Anthony Richardson, though, in those big moments. And then didn't the guy say he has a problem with playing at home or something like that?
It's just, man,
he said something along the lines of that, man. I have to go back and look at it, but that's pretty much the difference between those two.
Yeah, most definitely. Y'all ready to get on to the next quarterback? So
yeah, so I say you got another one for us, don't you?
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got, like I said, let me take my volunteer glasses off, man. You know how it is.
Here we go.
They stay on. Don't lie. They stay on.
Can't wait to talk about my boy, man. You got my boy Hendo Cinco, man. Hendo Hooker, man. You know how we do.
And now Hyatt goes out to the top of your screen. Hooker's looking that way and is not going to get a throwaway, but he's got it on the run. And he's got a first down and a bunch more. Hendon Hooker down the sideline. Big play all the way to the 18-yard line.
Scoring team in the SEC, number 2 in the nation. As Hooker looks downfield in the end zone, he's got Hyatt for the touchdown. One snap, Jalen Hyatt to the house.
Can't give up too fast on the run, otherwise these big pass plays won't be there.
There's a pass play that's there. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown. Be even more dangerous than they already are. Hooker down the middle, got him on the fly. It's Hyatt again, and he's going to take it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 78 yards.
Yes, sir, man.
Sure was a lot of Hyatt in those highlights right there.
Hey, Hyatt look good, didn't he, man?
Yeah, you do.
Hold on. I got something for y'all, man. Just for y'all, man. You know how we do, man. Hold on. Oh, crap. No, I didn't mean to do that. You know what time it is, man.
Okay, see, you came in here flexing with you. Okay. You ready for that to turn blue, what you saying?
All right, that's enough of that, man. Hey. All right, so okay, let me take my volunteer glasses off. Let me get a realistic take, man. I think that Hendon Hooker is the third best quarterback in this class. I think he's better than Anthony Richardson. I think he's better than Will Levis right now. I don't know what Anthony Richardson and Will Levis are going to develop to be. Hendon Hooker is 25 years old. So I don't know what his potential will be as a quarterback because I mean he is older. But as I see, from the first year he got to Tennessee to the second year he got to Tennessee, there was very much improvement. He has a rocket arm. He can throw probably about 50 yards, probably 60 yards. He has a cannon. You know what I'm saying? He processes very well. He goes through his progressions very well. He's very smart in the film room. You know what I'm saying? So. And as you can see, he's very elusive. Like when it comes to running, he runs like he reads the block very, very well. As you can see, like he can maneuver. He's very elusive, but his top end speed isn't very, very fast. So that's my take. I wouldn't mind if the Titans somehow got him at 11. Honestly, like I'm not saying that even as a Vols fan. I'm just saying that just from what I've seen from film. Like man, the dude like he threw for what I think he had 32 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Like that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He only had 2 picks the whole season. He didn't play in the SEC. You know, so.
Damn. Okay. So, but my biggest question, and like we brought this up a couple of times, because like he does look good. I don't like there's other QBs I think look better right now, but I'm with you too. There's others that don't look good right now compared to him, but could be better. But I'm just wondering. Is he really that talented and that coachable, or was he just that good because of Josh Heupel and that system? Because, those wide receivers tend to got open quite a bit, and there really wasn't tight windows throws a lot of time for him to have to make. You just had to make sure you didn't mess up the throw that you should make a lot of times. But he didn't throw off picks. So I wish there was more than 1 year to go off of that was really spontaneous from him in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Firestone now. I mean, I just wish had more to look at when it comes to Hendon Hooker. But my thing about it is I'm not worried about his age because, I mean, he's 25 years old, but, I mean, quarterbacks are playing up until they 36, 37. I mean, look at Tom Brady, but everybody ain't Tom Brady. But, I mean, quarterbacks, I mean, they last a good while in the league if they're good.
Most definitely.
And Hendon Hooker is the third best quarterback in this draft, in my opinion. And I'm not even so much worried about the scheme that he was playing in because, shoot, every quarterback has to be in the right scheme. I mean, if you go out there and you put, let's say, pocket passer, or let's just say Peyton Manning. I'm just throwing somebody out there. If you go put Peyton Manning in Lamar Jackson's offense, what you think gonna happen? Is Peyton Manning gonna be one of the best quarterbacks ever? Hell no. So everybody needs to be in the right system.
Oh my God!
I would love to see. I would love to see Peyton out there running RPOs and running and throwing.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have the problems that other people have with Hendon Hooker. I mean, if he's there at 11, I say that's the type of gamble you take because people are so
I like that gamble.
low on them, but yet why are they low on them? Because of age and an ACL injury, which for a quarter for damn near any player right now that's young. I mean, the ACL injury, that isn't a big issue. Dudes are recovering and coming back from ACLs. I mean, playing pretty regular, man. I mean, this ain't, 1990 where ACL was a death sentence.
Yeah, true.
I'm all aboard the Titans taking them at 11. I honestly, what we could do is trade back and get him. I would trade back and get him in the first round, man. Because I mean, they talking about him going at the end of the first, man. I wouldn't mind trading back. For as much as I said I want Jackson Smith and Jigba, if we can get Hendon Hooker and he sit behind Tannehill for a whole year while he recovering from his ACL, we'll have our quarterback next season. And we wouldn't have to give up nothing. We actually gain picks getting Hendon Hooker. Yeah. He's the third best quarterback in the draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be if they go with him at 11, I'm not going to be mad. That's not a bad decision at all.
Marco, I appreciate you putting that image in my head of Peyton Manning running the Lamar Jackson offense, man.
I mean, it just makes so much dadgum sense, man. I mean, I sit up here and just see people talking about, oh, he's a system quarterback. What the hell? I mean, every
what quarterback is a system quarterback?
Yeah, you go run a system that fit his scheme, like.
Yeah, man, that's like, I mean, shoot, we see it here in Tennessee. I mean, putting Mariota in anybody's system, but
look, even he said some quarterbacks don't start until they're like 25. Ask Aaron Rodgers how long it was before he started.
Thank you.
Yep.
I said, man, I wouldn't. It's not a bad decision to get him. Like, if we got Hendon Hooker, I don't think the fan base would be upset. Just because, I mean, half of it probably Tennessee fans, and the other half is just like, okay, Hendon Hooker was good in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad. He's better than him. To me, I think right now Hendon Hooker is better than Malik Willis. I'm gonna be real. Like, I think
it ain't even close.
I just don't want to spend the first round pick this year on a player that's going to sit. I kind of feel like Aaron Rodgers right now when they drafted Jordan Love. Like, let's get some people that can add value now. But, like, I'm with you. Like, they might go get some of these QBs, and then you might have a QB battle or it might sit a year. But for me right now, I kind of want y'all to go. I want the Titans to go and get somebody in the first round that's actually going to be able to add value to this team this season.
I feel that, and I said it a while ago when talking about.
I'm cool with any decision.
I said it a while ago.
I'm cool with left tackle. I'm cool with Paris Johnson in first round. I'm cool with Jackson Smith and Jigba. If they want to go get Hendon Hooker, I'm not mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Just because with next season we got $100 million worth of cap to put stuff around Hendon Hooker that's gonna make him good. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at all at what they do. As long as they don't get Will Levis, I'm cool.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker is the risk that you take at 11.
I'll take a risk.
You don't take a risk on Richardson or Will Levis at 11. No,
don't
do that.
especially with Deion. Like, if they're going to get Hendon Hooker, I'm trading back to like 14, 15 and give me some third and fourth rounders and maybe a second. If I could pluck somebody second for Hendon Hooker, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you saying that kind of put a thought in my head. Like, you say we having what, 118 million cap next year?
Yeah.
So let's say this Lamar doesn't find a team this year. We go draft. We make sure we don't get a QB this first year in our draft. We'll actually have the money to go out and actually pursue Lamar and give him a realistic contract next year, because he's not trying to stay in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he has to stay and play one more year, because majority of the league is kind of concerned about your injury right now. They don't really want to give you this contract. You go out there, play one more year, show everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We would have the money to actually make a push for Lamar. We can get a QB right there, because I wouldn't mind having Lamar. We already know what he's going to be. And with him, like we said before, with him and Derrick Henry in the backfield, bruh, that's so scary, so deadly. I was watching the Barry Sanders timeline story today, and it just got really familiar. The more and more I watched it, I was like, oh, man, this feels like Titans. There's at one point, there's even a quarterback with 17 in the backfield for them in the Detroit Lions. I was like, oh, this really does feel like the Titans. We just running Henry and Sanders, and yeah, he's the best player on the field, but we got to get other players around him. We got to get a complimentary pass game. So I just want to see us do that for Henry. So I think Lamar would be that.
Yeah, I agree with you somewhat, but I'll say this. If the season plays out to where we look good in most aspects of the game, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to making a serious push for Lamar. I mean, I've said it before. I mean, I feel like Lamar is a player where, he needs to go to a situation where he's that missing piece. Mm-hmm. And for this year right here, it's so much going on with us right now. Adding Lamar Jackson, it just doesn't make sense. Now, like I said, if we play this season out, defense look on point, offense look on point, but Tannehill's going to be up out of here or whatever. And, if you need that guy to make that serious push, yeah, Lamar would be it.
Because we keep talking about trading up, but I forgot about that. Like, I knew that, but I forgot about that. Like, we keep talking about trading up or drafting a QB. Next year, we're going to have the type of money where we can go just get a QB in free agency if there's one out there that's good enough, that's right. So that could be a possibility for us next year too.
And I feel Deion on that, man, because I mean, it ain't nothing like drafting and developing your own guy, man, because I mean, he's going to be there for the long run. And the thing about going,
but our track record isn't good.
Yeah, no, but thing about going out the Lamar is
I'm about to sell you on a dream real quick, bro. So just imagine if we trade back and got Hendon Hooker, and in the second round, guess who's there?
Hyatt.
Yep. We got just. I mean, come on now. Come on, hey.
Hey, it worked out for Burrow and Chase, though.
It worked out for Tua too. You see what he look, his numbers look like this season.
Yeah,
I am not against that. I'm really not.
But he's 20. He's not immature either. He's 25 years old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what kind of scares me.
But don't worry about the age, though. Like I said,
he's not immature. He will fit right in with Rabel.
He gonna be here for at least 10 years. 10 years is a damn long time. I mean, 10 years of good production. I mean, shoot, sign me up for that all day long.
25 as a rookie, though, that's a high age, especially for a QB, because especially the money we're gonna dive in, you're gonna expect 10 to 15 years out of that QB. If he's 25, we might get 6. We might get him till 31.
The way they protect quarterbacks in this, league, bro, he gonna last, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Vrabel wants he can't do no rookie QB, bro. Like, not no brand new 18-year-old rookie QB. He can't do that, bro. He has to have a QB with you see how he doesn't really like Malik Woods because he's immature. He's gonna like him. Hendon Hooker's not immature at all. He's 25. I've watched Hendon Hooker for 2 years now. He's not immature. He's on the sideline. He's repping his team up. You know what I'm saying? He tell him like, "Come on, let's go." You know what I'm saying? He's a leader. Malik Willis not a leader like that. Not like Hendon Hooker is.
Let me ask you this, RJ. Why did it take so long for him to become a senior? I mean, was it, the thing with the COVID or whatever?
I think it was COVID, and then he was at Virginia Tech, and I guess whatever Virginia Tech was, you know what I'm saying, like what was going on at Virginia Tech, I guess it didn't work out in his favor. They not really, I guess we don't know we don't even know who even got benched for at Virginia Tech. We don't know who that dude is, you know what I'm saying, but we all know who Hendon Hooker is, and we've seen what he looked like at Tennessee, you feel me? But like I said, I'm trying my best not to be biased. But as a Titans fan, if I'm watching the way Hendon Hooker was this whole season, and I'm like, okay, we need a new quarterback next season, he can sit on the bench. You feel me?
Nah, you're right. I mean, that's an unbiased take right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way, and I don't even have a real college team. I support my Mississippi teams, of course, but I mean,
and I was like, you can get his number one wide receiver in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Literally,
I mean,
you just said it to me too. You feel me? Hey,
so here, let's put this in a little bit of retrospect, right? Lamar Jackson's 26.
Yeah, that is crazy though.
Lamar Jackson's 26, and the biggest question on him right now is if he's going to be durable in the league. So like that, I get, and I see Dion here. He said that he doesn't have really much mileage on him, on football mileage on him, but 25 at the QB position. Like, I'm with you. You are going to be mature, but are you going to be able to withstand that? Like a QB, we do expect to get at 20. That way we can have them 10 to 15 years of playing time, because you are going to pay them so much and you're betting your franchise on. So I'm kind of with you, but that 25 years old is kind of a knock. If you draft him, you need to kind of have to play him now. Like,
so with AR-15,
yeah.
So say an AR-15 makes it to 11. Are you okay with getting him since he's younger? I mean, he was 22, but you don't know what he is. You don't know if he's in. I have to ask a Florida fan, you know what I'm saying, what he's like as a leader, you know what I'm saying, and what he's like as is he immature, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's just you have to find a quarterback that's gonna fit with Vrabel, and I just feel like Hendon Hooker fits that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about AR as a person, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, you said Hendon Hooker coming off injury too, right?
Yeah, he coming off the ACL.
Yeah, so, and that's another thing, bro. We just ain't had, like, Jeffrey Simmons is the only player that we drafted that had an injury that worked out for us. So there's just too many things, and I'm with you. It could all be, but it's just too many traits we've had, or characteristics we've had for so long, that we just got to break it, because we drafted too many players that are hurt, hoping that it was going to be a bargain and let them drop to us. And Landry kind of worked out, but he still gets injured all the time. So sitting out a year, playing at 26, I don't know, man. He would have to play like beyond 35 for that to be something that looks like it would be a value of to me, especially in the first round.
Yeah, but the reason I was saying put the first round on him, because you get an extra year in his contract.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. If that wasn't the case, and I say, oh, wait the second round to get him. You know what I'm saying? But you do first round just so you can get the extra year of his contract.
Correct. Absolutely.
What's up, Hillis?
So, yeah, man.
I agree
y'all
with
make
you.
sure y'all go watch the Titan Upload Network. Watch Lee's show, Titan Rossi, man, all those guys, man, they do their thing over there. And check out all the Titans content creators, man. I mean, we're a small community, but hey, man, we all got love for the Titans, man.
Absolutely. And we're all supporting each other and standing together too. So absolutely go check them out and support them as well. Oh, man. So, I mean, I think we covered all topics. Y'all got anything else y'all want to cover before we dip out on here on them?
I feel like we done touched on just about everything. I mean, we think the Titans are going to pretty much stay put.
Yeah, I think they're going to stick and pick. So so nobody else believe that they're going to trade back or anything, or trade up, you know? No, they ain't making no movements.
I'm kind of with you. If we're trying to build for the future, like I always try to think smart and logical in these situations, right? Like art of war type of stuff. So The smart thing to do in that situation is if you know that you're not going to get a quarterback, and if you're not really sold on anybody on a talent that's just, it's an absolute game changer at 11, trade back, get more picks, and load up this roster. And then next year, let's go get a QB. Like, if we're really not getting a QB this year, all right, let's get as much possible talent we can around him. Trade back, get more picks. There's a lot of wide receivers. There's a lot of DBs in this draft. Let's go get some people, build around him, so it makes his job a little bit easier when we do find that guy.
All right, I agree with that right there, man.
I
I mean, the Titans are in a damn good situation.
Yeah,
I mean, no matter if you want them to draft offensive lineman, receiver, quarterback, whatever, the Titans have put themselves in a position where they really can take the best player on the board, and it's because of the moves that they done made so far, clearing up the cap space to where they could go out and get guys that can step in and be starters for, a short period of time while they, try to rebuild this roster on the back end. I mean, the Titans right now, they're going through a competitive rebuild, and I respect those type of rebuilds or whatever, because I'm not with laying down for any damn body. Fuck no.
Nope.
Hey man, just know, man, I'm buying them. I already got my Tennessee Hendon Hooker jersey. If they want to draft this man, I'm gonna have 2 Hendon Hooker jerseys.
I was about to say, you either gonna have 2 Hendon Hooker jerseys, or you're gonna have a Hendon Hooker jersey that was orange that you dyed blue with color dye from Easter.
I'm making sure. Hey, if we draft Hendon Hooker, he getting a light blue Hendon Hooker jersey, bro. Yeah. I don't have a light blue jersey because AJ Brown got traded, so I had to just. Look, I don't even know what I did with my light blue AJ Brown jersey. I was so mad. I don't even know what I did.
Mine's in my closet on the floor, man. I mean, I ain't got no kind of that.
I just don't know what to do with it. Like,
one, the guy ain't here no more, and 2, god dang it, I bought that jersey like 2 years ago, and your boy done been up over here shedding pounds, man. So I mean, it's too that gonna big for me. It looks like a gown right now on me, so I can't go out like that. I mean, when the season starts, man, I'm gonna have me some nice, good jerseys that fit well. I'm gonna give me a Traylon Burks. I'm gonna give me a Chig jersey. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna be suited and booted.
Yeah.
He said we need to get him on the show, man. 615 podcast.
Yeah, shout out to 615 podcast, man. Yeah, we gonna most definitely have to make that happen, dog.
Bro, I still got my AJ Brown jersey in the closet, and it still has the tape over his name that says Dobbs on it. Dobbs was doing good. Now the bad thing is I got that jersey with 2 people leaving us on with it on.
So. We got another one, bro. Is it gets
man?
Bro, I'll never get
you cussing me out right now.
He just like Ryan Tannehill. He has to win a Super Bowl for me to buy his jersey, bro.
I'd rather go back and get a Jake Locker jersey than to do that.
I done talked too much trash about him.
At least Jake Locker done some good for the Titans through some, pretty rough times. I mean, Jake Locker, man, I love that game against the Chargers where he threw that game-winning touchdown to golly, Justin Hunter, man. How could I forget to get his name?
I swear Jake Locker was a good quarterback. He just couldn't stay healthy, man. I promise you he was good, dude.
He had bones of glass, bro.
That dude's the most hurt quarterback.
Breaking every time he got hit. It wouldn't even be a muscle tear. That bro was breaking stuff every time he got hit.
Body just failed.
He was good at Washington, but it makes me even more upset because we picked Jake Locker, and you know who was still on the board at that time? Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh man.
No, that wasn't the same draft.
Yeah,
that draft. No, it wasn't. No, we picked the one that same year. We picked the one, and Odell came out the same year. I think Odell got drafted 2 spots behind the one because we took the one at 11, and I think Odell went 13 to the Giants. I could be wrong, but if somebody can confirm that, go ahead and do that for me. But
I'm looking now.
I know for a fact LeOnard and Odell came out in the same draft.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right on that one. Okay. Damn, I thought he was in the 2000. I thought he was in the 11 draft.
No, I think Jake Locker came out in the same draft.
And Blake Bortles
and Alden Smith.
I think it was. I think
Yeah,
JJ
we missed out
Watt
on
came
Alden
out
Smith.
too.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think JJ Watt came out that same year as well. Exactly. Jake Locker has at least done something good. I mean,
I remember when Jake Locker beat the Kansas City Chiefs and they went on to have a 14-2 season. I remember that.
That was
we beat them the first game of the season.
That was the Ken Wisenhunt special. I mean, week one, I mean, he would come out there and he will straight up slaughter gang any team. But for the rest of the year, we would be dark day like hell. I'm talking about games unwatchable in the second quarter.
Yeah, you was right about that. We picked Jake Locker at 8, and JJ Watt went at number 11, bro.
Oh man, a Hall of Famer, bro.
Robert Quinn went at 14.
Where did Odell go?
Odell was in 2014, so this was the 2011 draft.
Oh,
Cameron Jordan went 24th overall. So, like, bro, it's
gonna look good in a Baltimore jersey. I mean, that might be better for them right there because I mean, it's a few. It's more than a few. It's quite a bit of Baltimore fans that are hollering out, "Oh, I can't wait for Lamar to get up out of here so we can run a traditional NFL offense." I'm like, bro. I mean, I feel you or whatever. But you can't just sit up there and discredit Lamar like that. I mean, the man's a former MVP.
Yeah. It's just a question. Like, I love Lamar, and he's coming out. When he came out, honestly, I wanted us to give up on Mariota at that point and go get Lamar. I was a huge fan of him. Plus, mine and his initials are the same. Look, go get LJ. Let's go get this, bro. So,
no, that's no way that's possible. He said the same year that Andrew. They didn't come out. They both went number one.
No, that was the year. The year Jake Locker got drafted is the year Cam Newton won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that man, Andrew Luck and Tannehill was in the same draft.
Yeah, bro. People don't realize how good Tannehill really was at those Miami days.
He's a top 3. He's like a top 5 Miami quarterback. People don't even realize it.
Miami just had a bunch of foolishness going on at the time. They couldn't really develop.
He probably top 3
like that.
Bro, all they had was that Miami team only had Tannehill and Jarvis Landry. That was it. And now, by far, when Landry was with Tannehill, was his best years of his NFL career, by hands down. I don't think he's had a 1,000-yard season since he left Tannehill. And since Tannehill's been to the Titans, he's been in top 5 categories in all the rankings of all the QBs and at every statistic since he's been with the Titans. So, like, he's not the prettiest thing and the most flashy thing. He's not Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, but, bro, he's been coming here doing his damn job and getting the job done. He just ain't completed the full fucking task that we've needed him to complete. But he has been showing up and doing his job.
Yeah, man. Folks need to let that gum Bengals game go, man.
Oh, yeah. That
shit happened way back when, man.
That was 2 years ago, man.
Yeah,
and 2 picks wasn't his fault.
I'm like, when Tannehill's gone, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him outside of the Bengals game, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't think he did anything really bad here outside of that Bengals game. Like, that's the only thing. I mean, the Ravens pick, that Ravens game, I don't even think that was his fault. That, like, literally Khalif Raymond slipped. And the Chiefs game, I mean, you got him trying to go beat Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like, there's no way he's beating Patrick Mahomes without Derrick Henry in the playoffs, man. It's just not gonna happen. We ain't had a defense either to beat them, bro. They were doing all type of. Then they won the Super Bowl. Like, they were Super Bowl winners, bro. Like,
bro. I don't know. I'm thankful for everything he's done, bro. He's literally put blood, sweat, and tears out there on that field.
Yeah,
and
he'll be thanked when he's gone, man.
Yes.
He'll be thanked.
If I could take one image to capture Ryan Tannehill's career for us too, is that him looking out from the tent type stuff. Because, like, he's always been like that. No matter what, he's been there looking upon, like, I need to be there. That he knows that we do have the best chance of winning when he's on the field. Like, is he the only chance of winning when we're on the field? No. But if he's not on that field, our chances go down drastically. We saw we could lose Henry and still win. We lose Tannehill, we not winning, bruh. So we got to have him on the field.
He looked so helpless in that tent, man. I almost shedded a tear when I just seen him just looking out. I was just, look at this, man.
He came back out there. He almost won that game too, bro. He almost won that one, bro.
Yeah, man.
That man, Justin Herbert.
People need to start appreciating Tannehill. I mean, it ain't like we gave up a first round pick for him. Oh, we got him for a fourth round pick, and he done kept our ass out the gutter. So some of y'all need to start being more appreciative for that man, and quit worrying about a dadgum Super Bowl, because a lot has to happen to win Super Bowl. You have to be damn good to win.
You got to be good everywhere. It ain't just quarterback. I mean, obviously, when you're good in a lot of places, you have to have the quarterback to go with it. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're gonna win with a quarterback like Tannehill, you gotta be elite everywhere. That's the only problem that I have with him. You gotta be elite. But as in him as a regular season quarterback, nah, man, Tannehill gonna get us to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He gonna win us the division. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that. But obviously, you know, I don't want to just get to the playoffs. I want to win the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm greedy. You got to be greedy. You feel me?
Yeah, we always go to blaming Tannehill on that stuff when we realize that, like, you know, you also need an offensive coordinator who can call plays to win a Super Bowl. You also need an offensive line that can actually block to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You got to have wide receivers that can catch the ball and not drop the ball to win a Super Bowl as well. So we put a lot of blame on Tannehill, but a lot of these times, and you got to have players stay on the field not getting injured, with 82 players injured one year, 84 players injured the next year. So, like, you can only do so much. And I feel like we always go to blame Tannehill because that's what we do. We blame quarterbacks. But Todd Downing called some horrible plays in some of those playoff games with some horrible, horrible routes that were ran in some of those games too. So I'm glad that Downing's on. But I beat that mule to death on that. So
yeah, one last thing. You gotta have luck. Every team that has won a Super Bowl, they asses got lucky some type of way. I mean, it's luck throughout the regular season, it's luck throughout the playoffs, and it's luck in the Super Bowl, no matter what. So you got to be a damn good team all around. You don't have to have an elite quarterback, but it helps a whole lot. And you got to be lucky. So
the Colts had luck and they lost that.
Exactly. Y'all think about them three things right there.
Every single sport. It ain't even just the NFL. I mean, you look at the Georgia Bulldogs, man. I mean, they won the championship. If Ohio State makes that kick, they not winning it all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at the Warriors, man. They've gotten lucky. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Cavs when they beat the Warriors in the 3-1 lead. I mean, Kyrie hits that shot. It's over with. You know. You feel me? So
absolutely,
look, man. But we gave them a little extra tonight, man, which I feel like we needed to do, man. I mean, we could talk all night long about the Titans, but you know, we gotta let y'all get to y'all night, man. A lot of us got work in the morning. A lot of us probably got work tonight, but we've enjoyed having y'all in here. I mean, this is what we do every Thursday. May be a little late sometimes, but we gonna be here with y'all most definitely. So y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about the show. I mean, do all that, man, because as this show grows or whatever, it's gonna get bigger and better. Trust me, man. I mean, we put so much work into this thing, man, and we're gonna take this thing as far as we can take it, and we can't do it without y'all. So y'all continue supporting us.
Most definitely. I will say though, like, you know, with us, man, this is more of a passion. This don't even feel like a job to us. You know what I'm saying? Those people call it as a job. To us, this is just us just talking normal Titan football, man. Talk about a team that we support. We put our blood, sweat, and tears on. But I will say it shows it's gonna be a lot more easy to do once the season's going on. We can talk real football. Like we talk
man.
Ball. You know what I'm saying? It gets tough coming up with topics, but I ain't a lot of Titans been keeping us entertained, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's always something new. Always some new news, some new rumor that we talking about. But I think as all of us, I think we're all ready for this draft to get over with so we can talk about these new players we finna get. So, it is what it is.
couple more weeks in the draft is here, so man, a couple more episodes, the draft's here, and like we got a lot coming up for y'all. We got a couple announcements coming up for y'all, and so we gonna be planning something for draft night for y'all as well. To y'all be looking out and checking on that for as well. So if y'all's not going to the draft, you can come and join us here on the draft night.
Yeah, we love to have y'all here, man. If it ain't nothing else y'all men need to throw out there, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Once again, thank y'all for joining. Holler at y'all next week.